Hey everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of The Gathering of Bros. I'm your host, as always, Esquivel. Call me Esk. Joined by my co-hosts, cohorts, brothers for life. Leo Veritas, say hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Fun fact,
What's
by the
up,
way,
everybody?
I just wanted to have something to say, consistently. So, if you guys have any suggestions for me of what I should say, hello, like how I say hello, let me know.
Howdy.
Discord.
Thus far, I'm going to do a perfect imitation. He goes, hey, what's up, everybody? That's pretty much every time Leo says hello. And we have one more B to say hello. The one, the only. I hate him. You might love him, but I definitely hate him. Bulbasaur.
Everybody, what's up? Hey.
What's up, hey, everybody, buddy? So, we're the Bees. Welcome to the Gathering of Bros. Thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about some crazy nerd shit today. I hope you're ready. We are the Bros, the Bees, however you want to say it. We started this podcast because we like to talk about the things we love, and we like to poke fun at each other while we do it. So we hope you like to listen to it, because that's what we're going to give you, whether you like it or not. Before we get started,
I don't know why that
join
was
the
funny,
Discord.
but-
I don't know.
He
It's
cracked
just
himself up on that one.
Yeah, he
it's
did.
funny to me. I make myself laugh. Okay, I'm proud to say that I make myself laugh. I think I'm funny. So, join the Discord, guys. Links in the description wherever you are consuming our media, whatever
I don't wanna join.
medium. If you are listening to us on a podcast subscription site, you're watching us and listening to us simultaneously on YouTube, check out the description and you will find a link to our Discord. Come hang out with us. That's where the bros like to hang out. We talk to each other, coordinate games in Smash Bros.
Well,
I've been playing a lot of
myself
games.
and Leo talk to each other. That's kind of just.
Well, I'm back in the mix as of late. Okay, you can say whatever you want, but I was sick for like 4 or 5 days, and I was MIA. But now I'm back. I have been responding to my ats again. If you need to talk to me, if you want to get my attention, just please at me, please. If you add me, I will see it and I will respond. Okay, really easy.
At
fix.
Esk. At Esk.
At
At
Esk.
Esk.
Or
At
S the
Esk.
host, whatever you want to say.
At Fat B.
Adding you.
And Fat B, yes, Fat B will also get my attention, probably more so than the others. So if you want to, use that liberally. Let's jump right into our topics today. We got some hot ones today, guys. You ready? They're hot. We got Star Wars topics. Woot! That's right.
Yay.
D23, the gigantic Disney news cycle, just hit this last weekend. And boys, we got some juicy ass news.
Juicy.
Before we hop into Star Wars, actually, I wanna take a moment of silence to say rip to Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Bees, let's just have a moment of silence.
Why?
And that's enough of that because Boa wasn't going to have it. Spider-Man is probably going to be dead. I mean, negotiations talks are probably still ongoing, but I would not be surprised if,
I'm not holding my breath.
at least for a really long time, we're not going to see Spider-Man back in the MCU, which is kind of depressing considering the role which they, set him up in the Marvel
Yeah,
Cinematic Universe.
I
I don't
agree.
know how they're just going to erase him. It would have been real nice if we would have known this ahead of time. And
Quick question.
No.
Quick question. So obviously Tom Holland is still signed on for Spider-Man's. Is the next movie that comes out gonna have nothing to
Will
do with
be
the
wrong.
other like
it's
properties?
going to have not a single thing. You're going to have no mention of any Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to be completely and entirely just Tom Holland, and probably, you'll see spoilers if you haven't seen it. You probably should have by this now, you bitch asses. J. Jonah Jameson. J. Jonah Jameson was at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. He's probably going to be in the next one. You're looking at all their cast specifically, and everyone who's localized to Spider-Man's universe is going to be in the next movie. It's just going to be completely separated from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So here's the deal with that.
The work that's gonna have to go into that though to try to like cut off like saying things, because like you just said, they incorporated like Iron Man so heavily into his story, and the rest of the Avengers for that matter. I mean, even in this past one, Nick Fury. Like, what are they gonna do?
I'm going to introduce to you guys and our listeners, hey listeners, a new
Hello.
special segment that will arrive randomly on the Gathering of Bros. It's called
Spider-Man Jump.
Esks Hot Takes. It's going to be like
Oh.
my predictions that they might come true, they might not, but Esk believes they will.
I was also going to say, rip to G.O.B. episode, I can't remember, whatever the episode we talked about Spider-Man, where...
we were like,
God,
he's going to have all these movies. Yeah, Jesus. I was literally thinking about that earlier today.
there goes that hour we'll never get back. Sorry, listeners.
So here's the deal, guys. My hot take is that the next Spider-Man movie is going to come out. They're going to go through all the hoops that they have to not make any mention to anything that essentially built Spider-Man Tom Holland into what he is today. The movie is not going to do anywhere as well as this billion-dollar movie was. I wouldn't be surprised if it tanks, which is going to be really sad because Sony will react in either one of two ways. They will either completely throw this Spider-Man in the trash and like reboot it again, wouldn't be surprised, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, you know what? We need to sit down at the drawing board again with Marvel and see what they're willing to do because we don't want to do 50%, but we need to make it happen. 100%. So
if they're not willing to do it now, I doubt they're going to do it later.
It's really hard to say. It is really hard to say.
Highly doubt it. If it tanks, they're totally just going to reboot it.
Yep. You think?
Oh yeah,
I think so. I mean, that's what they've been doing.
Now, are we thinking there's going to be more odds now that Spider-Man's going to pop up in Venom?
Are you talking
Probably.
Tom Holland Spider-Man? Or
yeah.
I've heard rumors.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard rumors.
Is it likely that you're going to get Venom, a character who currently has been established to have absolutely no connection to Spider-Man, interacting with this Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man that has developed completely separate and outside the world of obviously what Venom has established? Remember, Tom Hardy's in San Francisco right now. Are we going to be able to see that in one movie, the two of them? I mean, I'm leaning towards yes because Sony's desperate and fucking stupid, and they're going to do everything they possibly can to make money on their own. And they're like, they get two hits with Venom and freaking Into the Spider-Verse, and then all of a sudden, fucking Sony's got big heads, and they think that they could do it without Marvel. Look, if Marvel is making you as much money as they were, and they ask for 50%, you fucking give them 50%. You still own the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. The stupidest thing ever is when you think about it in the long run, that 50% won't matter because of how great the writing and everything has been for Spider-Man movies in general. Not to mention just the future movies, the future products that they're going to put out to make money that I'm sure they would eventually work a deal out or could work a deal out for.
I will say, based on the deal that was previous, Sony was making the majority of the profits. However, it's also worth noting that Marvel was completely benefiting from all the product that was Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
They had all the toy rights, everything that was Spider-Man. They were getting all the profits from that. And I don't know if you realize like how much money is in action figures and all the other Spider-Man shit that drops.
See, that's why Power Rangers is still even a thing right now, is because of toy merchandise deals and all that stuff. That's the only reason why they're still going.
Yep.
So
maybe that was a factor.
How did Sony even get Spider-Man? Because Spider-Man's 100% Marvel. So how did they even get him?
Marvel, I want to say it was right before Blade came out. It was either right before Blade came out or after Blade came out, right? Blade was the very first Marvel movie that ever became a Marvel concept that ever became a movie. Around that time, Marvel went bankrupt, and they had a flash sale and sold off a majority of their properties. X-Men went to Fox, Spider-Man went to Sony, Fantastic Four went to Fox, and when I say Spider-Man went to Sony, they got everything Spider-Man. Yeah. They got Spider-Man, Venom, and all the characters that are associated with that character. So like Marvel got cut up pretty bad. Now
I forgot that they bankrupt.
Unfortunately, what ended up happening was a renaissance where superhero movies started becoming mainstream, and then that kind of set up Marvel to do what it did, starting with Iron Man in 2008. But really, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 with Tobey Maguire, and X-Men and Blade are really responsible for really the Infinity War saga. We would not have the Infinity War saga if it weren't for those movies, but that's neither here nor there. Basically, Spider-Man is indeed far from home, and he never will come home, unfortunately, because Sony would be fucking crazy to let go of that property. It has obviously been proven to be $1 billion property if it's handled right. But if you're listening, Sony, get close to the speaker. Are you ready? Are you ready? You guys don't know how to use Spider-Man properly, so get it through your fucking head. Go back to Disney, okay? That's if they're listening. I don't know if they are, but yeah, this is where if we were
Disney's
talking
gonna
about
buy
politics,
Sony.
I was literally just about to say,
No,
before
there's no
Disney
way.
buys Sony,
there's
becomes
no
the
way.
true
Literally
monopoly.
no way. There's literally 100% possibility that is not going to happen. But
I'm aware.
we're going to put down the Marvel gloves for a moment, or the Infinity Gauntlet, so to speak, and we're going to move over to Star Wars. So, Star Wars, D23 happened. Guys, we got some freaking crazy shit that happened this weekend.
We got some news.
It's insane. So, let's first and foremost, let's start with Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, I'm not going to lie.
Did you guys both saw the little...
No.
Sizzler reel? You haven't seen it?
No, and partially because I wanted to wait until is this the official trailer? Like this is the one we're gonna roll in movies?
So it's a sizzle reel. So it's like it gives more footage, but it's not like the last true trailer that we're gonna get.
So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I was waiting for it to say official trailer, but I did hear the buzz about it.
You need to watch it. You need to watch it.
I did hear the buzz about it. I do know about a particular someone with a particular weapon of some kind. You know, wink.
A weapon of
I think I know what you're talking about.
Civilized age.
Sure.
Okay, so, Bulba, did you see it?
I did not. But I also heard...
So homework, kids. You're gonna want to go watch the episode 9 Sizzler reel. Don't forget. I'm gonna call your parents to make sure you do it.
Don't call my parents.
Call your wives.
No, don't call my wife either.
All right.
What are the sounds? Oh man!
Don't make fun of my sounds. Those are my sounds. You can't make fun of them.
Yeah, unfortunately. So here's the deal, guys. Episode 9 is going to be amazing. I want you guys to see it before you discuss any potential possibilities.
Quick fun fact. I was listening to a podcast that I found that's called Speech Bubble, and it's by Butch Hartman, who is the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, all that. And
gotta catch him because he's Danny Phantom.
He is awesome. It's very entertaining. You should listen. They're
the voice of Wacko. You know anything about Animaniacs?
No. That's Rob Paulson. That's Rob Paulson. Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman is the creator of Fairly Odd Parents and stuff. He does pretty good imitations of voices, but
that's that one. Okay,
yeah. But no. What I was gonna say is his podcast is very entertaining, and one of the things because I'm starting just from the very beginning of when he started, which was like end of 2017. It's a weekly podcast, but it's like 30 to at most an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. Anyway, he's talking about Star Wars and how. Because he's kind of the older generation. He's probably like our dad's age area. And he grew up with the, Star Wars coming out in the theater, the original Star Wars, and how he doesn't really like the newer Star Wars episodes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's just kind of funny.
As many of that generation who were old trilogy,
right.
Old fogies they commonly feel that way. Yes. Okay, but go on.
Yeah. No, that was pretty much what I was gonna say. It's just funny that we had been in our last episode we had talked about Star Wars, and then I found that podcast where he was talking about Star Wars, and then now we're talking about Star Wars. So I'm pretty well equipped to talk about theories and whatnot.
Okay. All right. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna lay it on thick. Okay.
Go for it.
At the end of the Sizzler reel, okay, it is essentially a trailer, but it gives like a you get like cutscenes from episode 4 through 6, and then it goes back from episode 1 to episode 3, and then it goes through kind of like the most recent episode 7 and 8, and then you get new footage episode 9, and it turns into a trailer, and it gives you like a it's like a remember the saga type, spiel.
Is there a monologue happening over us looking back at the past?
It's more like words,
okay.
That you read. It's not like you've known them, you've loved them on their journey. No, it's none of that.
I was gonna say more like someone talking, like Luke or I don't know, Lando or something like that. That's what I was
just watch it. Just watch it.
Okay.
But once you get to the good stuff at the very end, there is there's a few really good tidbits in there. You hear Palpatine's voice, like he's talking, but at the very end you see Rey. And she's total Sith. She's total Sith. She's like pale, and she's wearing a black Sith robe, and she's totally in Sith garb, and like she's literally pale. She looks like
Palpatine.
There's something fucking wrong with her, and I can't tell if she's got Sith eyes. She's just got really dark eyes, and she's got this double-bladed lightsaber that folds in half, and both blades ignite, and they're like right next to each other, almost like two lightsabers right next to each other. And then she like releases the hook, and it flings around and turns into a double-bladed lightsaber.
Oh, like Darth Maul.
It's just it's very brief. It looks badass. There's been huge speculation on what this means. So let me just give you a brief rundown before we move into like the next Star Wars news, because I don't want to sit too much on this. Possibility number 1. Like Luke on Dagobah, it's just a vision. It's what could be, or like, be careful because this might happen type shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I don't think that's what's going to happen, though. I wouldn't mind it if it happened. It probably wouldn't be my favorite thing, but I wouldn't mind it. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. Here's my second theory option that might happen. It could be that Rey is somehow turned to the dark side. I think this is the most unlikely option among all of them. Okay, somehow something happens. Someone said like, well, what if she has like some? Because obviously she has some memory problems. What if there's something that's programmed inside of her, very similarly to the clones when they executed Order 66, and Palpatine like flicks the freaking switch, and then she goes dark side. You know what I mean? This could be because she is a clone, or just because it happened to her before she went to Jakku. You guys might not know this, but Jakku is significant because the Emperor had the Emperor was very fucking smart, right? Like he knew a lot about the dark side. He was constantly researching.
He always seemed 10 steps ahead.
Yes, he was very aware that there were things he needed to learn about the Force constantly. And while he was the Emperor, he had research stations or bases all across the galaxy, in the Outer Rim, like in the known galaxy, and Jakku was one of them. There's actually a secret base down underneath the sands where Palpatine would run some like experiments, and he believed that Jakku was part of some sort of key to understanding where the source of his dark side power came from, and it was in the Outer Rim somewhere, or the outer regions. So there's a lot that could tie into whatever the reason Rey was there, right? She was left there. So whatever that could be, she turns evil because something just clicks in her head. She goes evil. That's option 2. Very unlikely though. Last option, Rey is a clone, and that literally is just a clone of Rey. So this could be a bunch of different things. A very popular option is that she is the culmination of the DNA of a bunch of different Force users. We've actually seen something similar to this before in Star Wars The Force Unleashed with Galen Merrick. Remember that video game? In The Force Unleashed 2, Galen Merrick was cloned by Vader and Palpatine, and his DNA was mixed with Darth Maul. And I can't remember what they called the name of that clone, but it was dope. He looked like Galen Merrick, but he had like the ball horns because he was a Zabrak, and he was like super powerful. But he had the tattoos, but he was like silver. So like this is a concept that has happened before, like the mingling of DNA to create a Force user. If that is indeed what happens, most likely they drew some inspiration from that. But let's say he took whoever it was that did this, took Palpatine's DNA and Luke's DNA, probably from his hand that got cut off that was salvaged, because that's probably what happened. Let's say Anakin's DNA. There's DNA from a bunch of different, like, really strong Force users, mix them all into one being, and then there's Rey. That's a possibility. What I think, okay, because we've heard rumors of this next trilogy that is kind of being spearheaded by Benioff and Weiss, the creators of Game of Thrones, which, by the way, is no longer being completely directed or written by them alone. They signed a gigantic-ass deal with Netflix to make movies for them, which kind of like altered their deal with Disney. They're only doing the very first movie, and they'll kind of like oversee the rest of them, but they're not directly writing or directing. So they're suspected to do something Old Republic really long time ago. My theory is Palpatine, in all his research that he did, because he was exploring the galaxy and trying to understand the Force and the source of it, I think he uncovered a being that was in a tomb, that was an ancient Force user that was very strong. And he got some DNA sample and was able to clone that DNA sample, and I think he got Rey. I think he has possibly multiple Reys, and I think something happened where Rey herself was either captured or escaped and was found by junk traders, and then she ended up on Jakku. I think, but completely by chance.
She had a Goku moment.
Pretty much, yeah. She had a Goku moment. She got away from.
She knocked her head on some rocks, forgot who she was, turned out to be a good guy, but in reality was sent there to kill everybody.
And I think a big indicator for this is how, you know, how she like understands how to do things in the Force that she's never been taught. I think their residual memory from her DNA, however that works, because she's a clone of a Force user. I don't think there's ever been, to my knowledge, a clone of a Force user. So it could be possible that she has some sort of residual memory from being cloned. And the Force is weird like that. So I think she's remembering how to use the Force from her past life. And I think she's going to encounter this evil version of herself that might have been, you know, in Palpatine's clutches, who he trained to be a Sith. That's my theory. What do you guys think?
A little far-fetched for me. I'm not sure. You also have to really think about the fact that they want to finish off the saga, yeah, but they want to make it kind of easy for people to follow. So I don't know how. I don't know. I guess it's plausible, but
yeah,
I don't know how plausible.
It also, if that is what happens, it would also potentially lead into whatever Benioff and Weiss are doing with their old ancient Jedi movies.
Right.
Maybe Rey or just Daisy Ridley turns up, if this is the case, in those movies, and she's there because it's her time period that she was originally from, and you're like, oh shit, that's Rey, but that's who she was cloned from, you know? Like, she doesn't have to be like a star, but she could just like make a freaking cameo, and then you're like, oh shit, that's her. And like, what if you get to see how powerful she is, and like shit starts to make sense? You're like, oh my god, you know? What do you think, Bulba?
I mean, I really don't know. It's Like,
I mean, it's
Leo
a
said,
theory.
far-fetched, but I mean, a theory is a theory. Anything can happen, especially in the Star Wars universe. So,
That's true. Very true.
Look, I haven't been 100% spot on in a lot of my theories, but
I mean,
you know,
is always spot
yeah,
on in their
yeah, yeah.
theories?
But there is a lot that I have gotten right. I will say that.
And a lot you've gotten left.
Shout out to the Smashing Theory dudes and Daniel, who I feel like it's a meme now. It's a little bit of a joke, but he entered a contest to guess for Smash 4 one of the characters that was coming out, and he guessed Duck Hunt Dog. So that's actually what helped to inspire their podcast, The Smashing Theory. So shout out to him. But
Hey.
Anyway, let's not camp on this too much longer. Let's move on.
We're
Move on to that
moving
other
on.
Star Wars.
Yeah, so that's basically my analysis of what we saw. You guys need to go watch it as soon as humanly possible. So, in other news, turns out that at the end of the panel that they were doing, Kathleen Kennedy came out onto stage and said, "I have a very special surprise for you." And Ewan McGregor entered the stage, and everyone lost their freaking minds. And what ended up happening was Ewan McGregor said, "You know, people have been asking me this for a really long time, and I've never been able to answer. So please, Kathleen, ask me one more time." And she goes, "Ewan, are you playing Obi-Wan Kenobi again?" And he said, "Yes." He was like super stoked about it. And everyone lost their minds. It was absolutely crazy. We are getting an Obi-Wan series on the Disney Plus streaming service. Holy crap. 7 years after the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith.
Ooh, okay. I'm about that.
Heck yeah.
Crap.
I'm about that.
So, real quick, we don't know what the hell they're going to do here.
Good
okay?
for Christopher Robin.
So,
Anybody get that?
yeah. Okay, so
Thanks, Roma.
Oh God.
Get out of here, man. I thought that was actually pretty decent. Anyways, all right, go. Anyways, Luke and Leia are 7 years old, so odds are we're going to see a kid version of one or both of them. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw both. I think Jimmy Smits is going to make an appearance, the guy who plays Bail Organa, and that will give us an opportunity to see Leia, or at least hear about Leia, maybe see a hologram, maybe like Jimmy Smits is with Obi-Wan, and then he calls home to see how everybody is on Alderaan, which is, be destroyed in like another 15, maybe 10 years, 10, 15 years. Well, yeah, this is my theory, because we don't really know shit.
More theories.
I'm thinking. So Obi-Wan left Anakin on Mustafar. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. And so that happened, and then he left, right? And Anakin, of course, was saved by Palpatine and was turned into Vader. Well, a lot of people don't know this, but nobody really knows that Vader is Anakin. Everyone believes that Anakin died at the Jedi Temple, defending the Jedi Temple, and that there's a rumor going around that he was the last Jedi standing. Like, even if, let's say that was true, that'd be pretty badass. Like all the Jedi are dead, and all these clones are attacking, and Anakin, the last Jedi in the Temple, holding them off as best as he can, but he can't do it, and he's overwhelmed. Oh, and he dies. That would have been badass, but that's not what happened. He was the one doing the killing. So Anakin is Vader. Shocker, spoilers, but nobody in Galaxy knows this. So there's probably rumors going around that there's this terror, like people are literally terrified of him. It's like a ghost story that people tell about Vader and how freaking vicious he is. Rumors probably get to Obi-Wan, and then he reaches out in the Force and realizes, oh shit, Anakin's still alive, and he's this Darth Vader. What the hell? Odds are he's communicating with Qui-Gon Jinn, because remember what Yoda said, I will help you commune with him, whatever he fucking said in his Yoda. And Qui-Gon probably lays on the guilt real thick, because he's the one who told Obi-Wan to train the boy, that he was the chosen one, right? So he's probably saying to Obi-Wan, like, dude, man, You should have saved him. What happened? You were his master. So Obi-Wan's probably like, oh shit, I gotta go save Anakin. So he goes and he tries to probably save Anakin. Of course, he's gonna learn what Ahsoka learned in the Clone Wars, that it's not gonna happen. That dude is gone, which would then change his mindset completely, which would lead him into he's more machine than man now. All the things that he tells Luke about Vader, and especially in Empire, where he tells him that he's gone. Basically, he tells him he's a lost cause. Like, Obi-Wan had to come to that conclusion somehow. And I think that is what we're going to see in the Obi-Wan show. They were going to see a lot of depressed Obi-Wan. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets drunk a couple times. I think drunk Obi-Wan is like, what if
Pooh Bear's going to come out.
What if Obi's Hey guys. What if Obi
Pooh Bear.
What if Obi is feeling a tingle? And what if he's seeing a Twi'lek and he's like, Twi'lek. And he goes over and he's drunk and he's like, hello there, and he's like drunk off his ass.
Did you just say what if he's feeling a tingle?
What if he's feeling a tingle? What if he's like, having Jedi needs, and he goes over, it's like, hello there. What if he does his classic "Hello there, Obi-Wan"? And he's just like, "Hey," but he's drunk. I want to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be hilarious.
You want to see him have a tingle?
Obi-Wan is like this, very proper, and to see him in this moment of weakness where he's like, and of course, like she shoots him down. He's probably like been on a freaking bender. He's like super drunk and drinking whatever the hell they drink over there on Tatooine, and he probably reeks. Goes to pick up on this Twi'lek, and she's like, ew, and then he's like, fine, then I'm too good for you anyways. I want to see that Obi-Wan down and out, depressed out of his mind because he's stuck on a fucking desert planet watching over this kid of this dude that he hacked up and left to die on Mustafar. I want to see that Obi. What do you guys think? What do you want to see from this series?
I want to see Pooh Bear and Piglet pop out.
Take your Pooh Bear and Piglet, shove it gently up your ass, and let's talk about Star Wars.
He said gently. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pooh doesn't go that way. It comes out. It doesn't go back the other way, sir. Dad jokes aside, I actually
don't laugh at that joke, audience. I know you're laughing. That wasn't funny.
That was hilarious.
Dad jokes aside, I'm not really expecting anything out of it. I think that it'll be a cool story. I'm sure they'll come up with something. It's always good to fill in the gap of something. So to get that story will be pretty cool.
Fill in somebody's gap, that's for sure.
Haha. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, Mandalorian.
So we really don't know shit about.
Well, then moving on.
It's still a big mystery. We do know, however, from the trailer that it looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks incredible.
Yeah, I think that's the most that we got from the trailer, because we didn't get any story. Obviously, he's a bounty hunter, and he's like collecting bounties, and the guy that is like the most ominous German in the world is like, bounty hunting is, I don't even know how to do an impression of him because he's got this weird ass accent. I think his name is Werner Warsog or something like that. I can't remember his name. If you know his name, let us know in Gathering Our Bows at gmail.com, because we really would appreciate some more emails. Anyways.
We got a couple to go over later in the episode.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. But basically, we don't know anything about it. It just looks dope. There's an IG series assassin droid. It's not IG-88. I think it's IG-11. He goes crazy, swirling his arms, shooting shit, and it looks badass. Now, I think that the fandom is very torn. You guys know, we've talked about it. Episode 8 really just divided the freaking fandom. There are people who love that movie. There are people who despise it with every fiber of their being. If you're one of those people, you suck, because I'm telling you right now, The Last Jedi was fantastic. And if you can't open your freaking eyes and see that it was a humanizing episode for both Luke Skywalker and the new heroes main cast, then I don't know what to tell you. It was fantastic. But that's besides the point. The fandom is divided right now, and I think The Mandalorian, which comes out in November, is going to unite us all back together again. What are your guys' impressions? Are you excited? Are you going to drop big money to get Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, which is the bundle? I think it's like $12.99. Leo, let's start with you.
So I have Hulu already, and I was already planning on doing Disney Plus, especially because they're not. I mean, it's just going to be a great service. They're bringing back Proud Family, Lizzie McGuire, some
Family,
some other show.
Push your buttons. Okay, go ahead.
Some other show that we had watched when we were younger. Either way, I was planning on getting it already. So
what else? Let's talk about a few. What else?
What else? What?
There's what other shows are they bringing back? Even Stevens? Are they bringing back Even Stevens?
I have no idea.
I will.
Those are just the ones I remember. I don't remember. I know there's another one, but I doubt it's Even Stevens. Either way.
Ah, damn it, Shia! I love you, man. All right, go ahead.
Jesus.
Either way, I was planning on getting it, and also the Mandalorian trailer looked really, really good. Like to the point that it was just enough nerdiness and like interest in it that I'm definitely gonna watch it.
If, hypothetically speaking, as you probably weren't, if you were on the fence and you saw that, would you be like, "Oh, dude, I'm buying this now"?
Are you talking in this hypothetical? Or are you talking if I was a Star Wars like fan, or are you talking like if I was?
Well, I mean, I know you're a Star Wars fan, but you're not as much of a Star Wars fan as I am. You're more like a casual.
Yeah,
like
so you're talking about me now, or are you talking about like as a casual, or are you talking about me as someone
as a
like,
casual fan?
Star Wars is all right.
If you were, no, you as you are.
Okay.
If you were on the fence about getting Disney Plus, you're like you weren't sure, okay, and you saw this,
would
do you
that
think
push
this
me
would be?
over?
Yes.
That's tough.
It's okay. I want an honest answer. It's okay if the answer.
I'm gonna say no, but only because
you suck. No, just kidding.
Yeah. He was waiting. He was winding up for that the whole time. He was loading up the question. No, I honestly I don't know. I don't know what is it gonna only be $12.99 more than what I'm paying already, or I
think it's $12.99 for all three.
No way. Well, right now I'm also paying for the live service to have live
also,
TV on.
Well, yeah, yours will be more, but
so it's probably just going to be.
I'm pretty confident that this is just like for now. So in the near future, expect a huge price hike. They're just trying to get people on the line, and then once you're addicted to all the things that they provide,
on the line.
They're gonna reel you in. Bulba, what about you? Are you thinking about maybe finally dropping some money and not mooching off your friend Esk?
Nah, he's probably just gonna log into your account.
Yep.
Shit.
By the way,
why would I pay money when I can use your money?
Have you guys watched Titans? Real quick, sorry, off topic. Have you guys watched Titans?
No, I haven't. I don't have.
I do. So I'll give you guys my login so you guys can watch it. It's actually really good. It's really freaking good. It's Teen Titans. It's live action Teen Titans.
What's it on?
DC. It's on the DC streaming service,
but they're canceling that soon, and they're moving something else over. And Titans is still surviving.
They're combining.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Several things.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say, why are you gonna tell me about it and then tell me it's being canceled? What's wrong with you?
Well, the second season is coming out in like a month.
DC is being absorbed into. I want to say it's like Warner Bros. Is doing their own. DC is being absorbed
into Marvel.
Yeah,
it's going to be DC, Warner Bros. And I think HBO. I'm not quite positive. Don't quote me on that.
That might be right.
Oh, I'm quoting you.
Bulba, what do you think about Mandalorian?
What do I think about Mandalorian?
Yeah, thus far after watching the trailer.
I mean, he did say that.
I think it looks great. You are right. I did already say this, but
we'll entertain Esk.
Well, yeah, we'll entertain him. Yeah, no, I think it looks good. Will I pay for it? Nah.
That's all I wanted. Thank you. That was perfect.
Excuse my long-winded ass.
I know how you I know how you felt about the trailer and everything, but I was trying to get to the point of like, well, is it going to pop your cherry on getting the?
There could have been so many other ways to say that.
I don't know. It's just the first one that popped into my head. I don't know what to tell you.
That's terrible.
What kind of cherry? Like a black cherry
Yeah.
or a
Maraschino. Anyways, we're gonna move on to some brief news on the Clone Wars. February. Keep an eye out. February on the Disney Plus streaming service. Clone Wars is coming back. So if you're a big Clone Wars fan like me, check that shit out. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna see.
And now give us the official order because you helped actually. The way that you told me to watch the Star Wars movies is the way that Chrissy first watched the Star Wars movies.
Really?
Yeah. So because she had never watched them, probably just bits and pieces, until I think it was when she was pregnant with my son, my first son.
So then she watched them in the order that I recommended?
Yes, because I asked
That's
you on
awesome.
Facebook and we watched it in that way because it was a good cliffhanger in the way that it was, and I knew that you had been talking about it recently, so I asked you. So go ahead and give the people your official Star Wars movie.
I'll do it, but real quick, how did she feel about the?
Well, I mean, she didn't have any basis to go off of not, because that's just the way she watched it.
Well, I mean, did she enjoy the order?
Yeah, I mean, it worked well because
suspense built and everything.
Right. It worked well because the suspense built. Now, and I can say because obviously I had watched all the movies before, I can also say it worked very well because.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah.
Because
okay,
the suspense built. So go ahead.
So here we go, guys. So this. For those of you who've never seen Star Wars before, okay, well, what are you even doing here? But anyways, for those of you who have never seen Star Wars, okay, I'm going to give you a perfect order if you really want to jump in and catch up to date for the Episode 9 release in December. This is the perfect order for you. As Leo said, it's also the perfect order if you've seen Star Wars. It will help build the suspense. It's a great order that I would recommend. It might surprise you, but it's pretty great. You could also, if you've already seen it, just watch it in the order of release. Also accepted. So, are you ready? Here we go. First and foremost, you want to start your Star Wars binge fest with Episode 1. Gasp! What the hell is S talking about? Trust me, you're going to want to do this. Episode 1 is going to introduce you to Anakin Skywalker.
To the Force.
Even as a kid, the Force, the midichlorians, understanding it deeper. You're going to be introduced to Obi-Wan Kenobi, who at the end of the movie has a pivotal role in where you're going next, okay? From Episode 1. Skip 2 and 3, go straight to 4. Watch Episode 4. You're introduced to the very first Star Wars that was ever released on the glorious silver screen. George Lucas' masterpiece. You're introduced to Luke Skywalker. Oh, he's the son of Anakin. What the hell? And you're introduced to an older version of Obi-Wan. It's fantastic. Then, move straight on into Empire Strikes Back. Watch that glorious little, amazing, fantastic piece that is, in my opinion, one of the best movies.
Describe something that's good.
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my whole life. It's fantastic. Lawrence Kasdan created a masterpiece. Thank you, Lawrence Kasdan. Wish you would have done the same for Solo, but I digress. So once you watch Empire Strikes Back, yeah, we're talking about bike movies now, guys. Empire Strikes Back, hop back to Episode 2. Watch Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Move into Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And you should have a pretty nice, rounded understanding of the universe. Then, hop back forward to Episode 6. Watch Return of the Jedi. Rounds out the first 6. Before you hop into 7 and 8, you want to go back and watch what led up to Episode 4 in Rogue One. Then, you want to watch Han Solo Star Wars movie. Han Solo Star Wars film? I don't know, whatever they call it. The Han Solo movie gives you background into Han Solo, how he became the smuggler that everybody knows and loves, that scruffy nerve. Then, hop back forward, watch Episode 7, watch Episode 8, and then you're ready for Episode 9 in December in theaters, I believe on the 22nd. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm sorry. I have a lot of dates in my head. I'm pretty sure it's the 22nd.
You don't have any dates. What's wrong with you?
Something like that. You know, the first day of winter is actually, I think, the 22nd or the 21st. So maybe it coincides. And fun fact, I just learned that the other day. So yeah, that is Esk's recommended watching order of the Star Wars films. hit me up at the Discord if you have any questions about that, or if you want to argue why episode 1 is the first. I will literally fight you on that. Ask me for my address. You come here. I will literally fight you. I stand by it. Episode 1, the first movie.
Hey, what's your address?
Jar Jar. I told you in the Discord, bro. I will PM you. I will PM you in the Discord. Okay, if you want it that bad.
You can't PM me in the Discord.
Fun fact: December 20th is the release date for The Rise of Skywalker.
Let's go. And then what? Just for shits and giggles, what's the first day of winter?
I have no idea.
Look it up. Okay. In the meantime, we're gonna move on to the fantastic Leo, who's going to talk a little bit about Leo things. So.
Fantastic Leo.
Fantastic Leo.
I don't know why that was like Drake and Josh in my head. Leo Fangs.
Leo Fangs. I got it the first time you said it, actually. That was.
I know you did. I know you did. Anyway, so I guess I just wanted to talk about Legacy of the Duelist, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the
Cancer
Duelist.
Boy. What? Cancer.
He's hating.
Cancer.
He's hating. He's a hating.
In Leo's defense, he is totally Cancer.
I'm not Cancer.
You're totally Cancer.
I'm not Cancer.
You're totally Cancer. 100% Cancer, but it's good Cancer.
You're just hating. We're not. Hey, I'm not the one who has a Blue Eyes deck. Okay, all right. And
neither do I.
And yeah, Esk is. And Esk doesn't even play Optimal Blue Eyes. Optimal Blue Eyes
doesn't.
Plays...
Man, I'm just trying to have fun. Okay, I like Blue Eyes.
He's just mad. He's mad because my decks actually have a lot of synergy and work well. Anyway, not that
they have synergy and they wreck your deck.
What was that? What was that?
I'm sorry, that was just way too funny.
That was nothing recognizable.
It wasn't a very good.
Leo's like, what happened to my...
But it was still funny.
Leo's like, what happened to my Keanu Reeves voice?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I totally forgot about the Keanu Reeves voice.
Gosh, man.
Oh, bro. Anyway, thank you for that laugh.
No, but your decks are very cancerous, but that doesn't stop me from wanting to play them.
Nah, they ain't Cancer. But anyway, regardless of if he views them as Cancer or not, anyone who wants to
anybody's abilities and then still killing you and attacking you like 3 times with the same monster, no, that's Cancer.
That's not Cancer. What deck are you referring to? Okay, what deck is
Blackluster. Blackluster.
And the
magnets. Oh, I love that, bro. I love that deck so much.
Cancer.
It's so great. Okay, Cancer. real quick.
It's a great deck. It's a great deck.
It's fantastic.
It's cancerous, but it's a great deck.
So look, the summoning of the Blackluster is literally like on the card in the description. It says, "This is Cancer." That's literally in the description.
It's down in tiny ink. It's actually very small. It's right under.
It's an invisible ink. If you put a blow dryer and lemon on the card, it shows.
Well, you can't do that on Legacy of the Duelist, so it might fry the game.
Yeah, exactly. Or your monitor you try to use it on. Anyway, so Blackluster, real quick. There's actually just the vanilla Blackluster Soldier ritual card. And then there's Blackluster Soldier.
I so much for chocolate. Okay.
There's Blackluster Soldier.
Of course you do.
All right, we're not stopping we're not stopping for Fat B. Anyway, so Super Soldier has an effect that when you destroy a monster on the field, it does the damage of whatever the attack of the monster was to your opponent. So let's say you destroy someone's defense monster that their defense was like 2,000, but their attack was like 500. Then it'll do 500 to them after they've gone to the graveyard. So
that's just like Elemental Hero Flame Wingman.
That's Super Soldier's effect. And then the other effect is if he gets destroyed, you get to bring out one Gaia, the Fierce Knight monster, and that's like a Risen Gaia, Charging Gaia, whatever one you have.
Made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Out onto the field. And basically, if you ritual summon with Beginning Night or Evening Twilight Night, it gives, or both, you can do it with both, it gives your Black Luster Soldier either the vanilla or the super soldier. It gives them added effects, which this happens with other ritual monsters, by the way. You can do this with like I think they're called the Jinn of rituals or Jinn of like whatever. Those, if you have ritual monsters and you use those cards, it gives them extra effects. But anyway,
for those of you who are scratching your heads because you don't follow Yu-Gi-Oh, let me give you a quick synopsis here. So you have until Leo summons this ritual monster to try and scrape him. If you can't do so, once the motions are in effect and he starts buffing up this freaking monster, you're pretty much done. Because there are very little things that are going to counter him once he's all buffed up with all his effects.
A good trap will mess me up. Because
but you have the problem is you have other cards to counter the traps.
Well, not really. I mean I have 2 Twin Twisters in the deck, which were mystical space typhoons at first, which only take out 1, and now I have Twin Twisters which take out 2.
Which takes up
Yeah, but I have to discard to do that. So either way, regardless, look, basically beginning night will give him an effect to attack again.
Can you tell he's explaining this while he's smiling? Like, I'm Cancer. Yeah.
I'm Cancer. So
he's totally smiling.
Beginning night.
You can hear it, right? If you think Leo's smiling while he's describing this, please let us know.
Stop talking over me. Beginning.
You can't even get it out now.
Oh, bro. All right. Beginning night gives Super Soldier an added, or regular vanilla, an added effect to attack twice, which is what Envoy of the Beginning does. Black Luster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning does. But basically I can attack twice. And then Evening Twilight Night gives you the effect to banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand until the end, or what is it? My next turn, basically. So for your turn, you don't have it, but then on my turn, it comes back to your hand. So that kind of stops hand traps if you get around that. But either way, and they both also give you the effect to banish a monster on the field. If you use only one of them, you could do it once. If you use both of them to ritual summon, you could do it twice.
So would get out a synchro.
Wait, real quick. And then there's also a support card for Black Luster that's called Envoy of Chaos that adds 1,500 attack to a Gaia monster or a Black Luster Soldier monster.
Look, if he's got a card that has Envoy in the name, be scared. Be very scared.
So that's my Black Luster deck that he's claiming is Cancer.
It is 100% Cancer.
Bruh,
I didn't like playing.
You're the one who has Galaxy Eyes, okay? Galaxy Eyes.
Let me tell you this right now. Just because I say it's Cancer doesn't mean I don't like playing it. I enjoy playing and getting my ass scraped every single time. I don't care.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, like, IRL when we played and you had your Galaxy Eyes against like my beginning decks of like magnets and before I had my hero Silent Swordsman. I'm so sad about that. This real quick, let me finish my thought and then I'll end the Yu-Gi-Oh talk. But I had no idea how to get over your Galaxy Eyes, and it was just super like hard for me to figure out. And then once I started learning to play my decks and optimize my decks better, it got way better. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Esk is over here with a Blue Eyes deck, and I can't beat anybody.
That's because Esk doesn't optimize his decks. But
anyway. I'll tell you what, though. Like, I understand where Bulba's coming from. Like, even though he's scraped by it, you want to keep playing it. And why? Because
that's not true with you.
Because there was one time that everything went right, and you actually won. And you're like, I might be actually able to do this again.
What's funny is Bulba and I played the other day, and I had a horrible hand. Like I couldn't get a trade in to save my life. I literally was stuck there with like 3 Black Luster Soldiers in my hand, and I had like a special summon monster, like nothing. I couldn't get my field spell card, nothing. I bricked and Bulba won. So
That happened to me. Remember?
Yeah.
We were at your old place, and I was playing you with blue eyes, and like I would be like, and then I end my turn, and you'd just like look at me, and you'd draw a card, and you'd be like, you place a card down.
I
end my turn.
turn.
So you totally bricked, and I ended up just like putting out all my. Everything happened right before you could get anything. Everything worked out, and then it was hella funny because after I beat you, you were like, and you picked up the next card, and it was the one that you needed.
Yep.
And that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Unfortunately, you either everything works and you completely scrape and you're cancer, or just you brick super hard. That's the only reason why I'll never give up with it, because playing for that one time that you brick and I can beat you.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that since getting the cards for my Dark Magician deck, the spellbook engine that's in there, I really don't brick anymore. I'll be honest. What's funny is when I bricked really hard against Bulba, after that, my Blackluster Soldier deck kind of bricked a little bit more. And I kind of made some changes. I got some cards I needed because I was kind of running it off of the low end, like basically just I can do this type of thing, but it wasn't the most optimal. Then I got the other cards I needed because I grinded packs and got enough duelist points. But the overarching thing is it's fun. It very much scratches the Yu-Gi-Oh itch. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's basically a less better version of YGO Pro, honestly. And I say that because it's not up to date with the cards. So like, there's a Red Eyes card that I want for my Red Eyes deck. That's called Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight.
Oh yeah, I know that card. I have that card.
You don't have the Red Eyes version.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, well either way, I do, and I have it in my IRL deck. And so I went looking for it in Legacy of the Duelist, and it's not there. It's not in the game. So
what do you know when that card came?
A good portion of my Galaxy cards aren't even in the game either. It's very upsetting.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Are you guys playing Link? The Linksies?
Yeah, Link Evolution, yeah.
Yeah. So you have to. You don't have an option.
Yeah. So it's first of all, you're forced to be in the Link format, and you have no choice. But also,
that's lame.
And also, I don't know. I don't know if it's getting. I hope it's getting updates. I hope I didn't pay $40 for a less better version of YGO Pro. Because if it gets updates, I'll be happy and I'll even play it more. But as of right now, I got most of the cards, or I got all the cards for my BLS deck, Blackluster Soldier. It's done. So that deck is done. I got all the cards.
You just take out the L, then it's just BS. What do you know?
I got all the cards for my Dark Magician.
Yeah,
deck.
He doesn't get any L's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I got all the cards for Dark Magician. I got most of the cards for my magnets, but number one, magnets don't really work that well in this format because I can't have a fusion and an Xyz monsters out at the same time unless I have a Link monster. So it doesn't work as well. It still works.
You just gotta find the Link version of the magnets.
Yeah, I know. There probably is one already, huh?
It has to be. I mean, if they have a Galaxy Eyes Link monster, they have to have a magnet one.
Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, magnets is done. Red Eyes is done because they don't have Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight, and my Silent Swordsman hero is mostly done because I don't know if this is the updated format either. So I don't know if the banned and limited cards in this is correct. Like Regeki, I remember being limited to one, and it's completely banned. Like you can't use Regeki.
I like that.
So, well, you can still get Darkhold, so it's not really much better. but it's kind of weird that it's
Monster Reborn's off the ban list, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's off.
And it is in most of my decks. Anyway, it's fun. Moving on. Unless Bulba wanted to say something about you.
Well, I just want to say this game is kind of like Battle for the Grid. You play for 15 minutes, you get your fix, and then you move on.
Yeah, agreed. And shout out to the Angel Grove Arena because they're still doing their.
Oh, great! Are we getting paid for this yet?
No, they're doing their weekly.
Damn it, Dev Team!
Yeah.
How many times do we have to shout you out, guys? Come on.
They're doing their weekly, so if you're, you probably don't listen to this and play Battle for the Grid, but if you do,
No, I don't. No, I don't listen to this.
And if you're the dev team and you're listening,
hit us up.
Beetleborgs, motherfuckers, do it.
Beetleborgs.
I'm holding on to that one, man. That's a good idea. Anyways,
so yeah, moving on to Smash. So
You know what? I just want to say something real quick.
Go for it.
Hearing Beetleborgs makes me think of Metabots. And
Metabots.
Metabots was so dope.
Oh my god.
Do you remember Cubics?
I think I do.
No.
But
Cubics was on Kickstarter.
It kind of sounds familiar, but I can't like put a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look that shit up after the show. I'm telling you.
And also,
you're gonna be like, oh shit, I remember that.
I know it wasn't as hype as Metabots was.
I don't know. Cubics was pretty dope.
Bro, Beyblades.
Beyblade
was pretty hype too.
Oh man.
Anyway,
our childhood.
Moving on.
So I'm not sure what this post is from. Moving on to Smash Bros. I'm not sure if it was like 4chan or whatever, but this was
to talk about how much we suck.
No, it's not time yet.
No, it's not.
No. Okay, all right. Just let me know. Give me the cue.
So there was a post, I believe. I don't know if it was on 4chan or not, but it says September 12th. New Smash character reveal. Female character. She's not a demanded character and will disappoint and confuse a lot of people. That is all. And then there was an update today that says, I'm back. I was going to leave things as messed up as they were, ... But I simply can't. Your new female rep has a, quote, mecha. I told you will be confused.
Son of a bitch. Are they going to bring an Overwatch character into this shit?
See, so, the other day, I had tagged Esk in the Overwatch section in our Discord about something that got posted really quick and then taken down. There was a Overwatch Switch case that was posted online. I think it was on Amazon and it got taken down.
It's always Amazon. Amazon ruins everything.
Yeah, so it got posted and taken down. And people are already speculating that Overwatch is going to come to Switch in general, which I think I even had speculated that at one point in the past.
You did, yeah. I remember you mentioning it to me.
Because I had heard rumblings of it. So
yeah.
And
you were like, wait, us plays this game?
At this point, it looks very likely that it's going to happen. Now, Esk, I don't know the name of this particular hero.
Her name is Diva. Thank you, by the way, on the hero.
Yes.
Not player, not anything, just hero. Okay?
Shout out
Diva.
Shout out to Anvil and his Twitter, AnvilM2, where he posted, so, there are a lot of rumors about the new DLC character being from Overwatch. It makes perfect sense. Think about it.
It does.
Joker, protagonist, a.k.a. a hero. Hero, literal hero. Banjo, protagonist, a.k.a. a hero. What are the characters in Overwatch called? Heroes. I rest my case.
Except for that one. He's a villain.
Dude, that conspiracy theory all lines up, man, I swear.
So here's the thing.
Let me tell you real quick about this hero from Overwatch who isn't a mecha.
Yes.
Her name is Diva. Okay, Diva is literally spelled letter D and then VA. She's a Korean pop sensation. Her name is, I want to say it's Hannah something. I don't remember her last name. She's like, you know, in anime, you get the like adorable, like little schoolgirl, like Asian girl, and she's like super cute. Yeah, that's pretty much her. And she rides in this gigantic pink mech, and she is responsible for keeping Korea safe from the evil.
Just hearing this is literally making me upset if they really do bring her as a character.
I'm thinking about her moveset, and I can't. Like, she's mostly ranged. She has like a dash attack or like a jetpack attack. Her ultimate is called the Diva Bomb, where she like ignites the nuclear core in her mech and it explodes. I can't imagine how they would even incorporate her moveset in Smash Bros. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, here's the thing, okay? There's a lot of speculation about different characters that could be coming out. It could be Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. It could be Crash. It could be Spyro. It could be blah, blah, blah. Doom Guy. Whatever. There's a bunch of speculation. I don't know why this particular post got a lot of traction, because I don't know who. It literally is posted by Anonymous. So I don't know why it got a lot of traction, because I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this before the game came out, Smash Bros. Obviously, but it was the Grinch leak. Did you remember me talking about this? I'll give you a quick summary. Basically, there was a leak that came out. It was like somebody had made an image, and at the time we didn't know, it could have been official, of, you know, that big like mural with all of the characters on it.
Yep.
And every time a new character gets added to the game, they add it to the mural. Well, there was one that it was like this particular company that sends things out for like a guidebook or something, like, and in that they took a picture of the mural. In that picture, there was the Chorus Kids, Shadow the Hedgehog, Excite Bike person, like it was legit, and Isaac from Golden Sun. Like, it was legit. People made renders or whatever, how best they could, and put them on this picture to make it look like it, and they took it from a phone. And then they had this particular Grinch like sticker that was next to the picture, the book or whatever, that people figured out was a picture for the promotion of the Grinch movie that had come out with Benedict Cumberbatch as the voice. You know, that movie that had come out?
Yeah, the animated one.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, I think it was DreamWorks or whatever. But they basically had taken a picture, and it was like, oh, well, it has to be true, because this company is the only one that had the rights to do the promotional Grinch material, and there's no other company that's promoted this like particular sticker, and like they did people did a lot of research into this, and I think it was maybe a week or less before the final. I think it was just the Smash Direct, and everybody was hyped, like waiting for the characters. And then it was just Incineroar and Ken, pretty much. The last announced characters. But it was a very, very, very convincing quote-unquote leak. And everyone calls it the Grinch leak. So I don't know why this particular one has a lot of traction right now. But I just thought it was worth talking about because, you know, it's...
Yeah, with the case leak for Overwatch, I mean,
Yeah.
It could be some sort of promotional thing where they're like, look, you guys already play Smash Bros. This is Diva. Buy Overwatch now. So,
Yep.
I mean, it's reasonable. I would highly doubt that Overwatch. Well, they're on every console, and they're on PC. So it's not like they're I mean, I play it on PlayStation, but it's not like they're the Sony rep. I would imagine that if we were going to get a Sony rep, it would be, you know, Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But if this individual is insisting that there's a mech, I mean, it's gotta be Diva. So it's I don't know. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it, but I'm just kind of like trying to find reason within this madness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Agreed. And I think it'll be interesting to see where they go, and we'll be looking out for September. What did I say? September 12th. Looking out for that. So, let's talk about our week with Smash, since Esk finally got to play again, and Bulba's been diving into it a little bit more. I think after we both got Yu-Gi-Oh, we were like, okay, this isn't that. We're done with this for a minute, and we're just going to dive back into Smash. Because I'm not going to lie, I legitimately did.
Me and Boba and Murph had a great-ass time the other day playing, laughing our asses.
Yeah, it was great.
I joined.
And, you know, Boba, but even before that, it was just us.
Oh,
and we were just around. But, once you joined it was great, too.
Thank you.
It was great, I guess. I mean, you joined, so
but not really. But anyways, so Bulba whipped out his DDD, and you know, I already knew that he had already declared to the world, like, I am picking up DDD, and And
it is G.O.B official.
G.O.B official, I do doth declare. Picked up D23.
The king of the DD is mine.
The king of Triple D will provide the D in G.O.B. And
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
obviously picking it up and, been schooled by the one and only King We Take Those. And I'm not going to lie, like, I'm kind of getting scared.
Oh, you should be.
You should be very scared.
I went into it like
Esque
really
suffering.
cocky with my.
Esque suffering.
I'll have a second helping of Esque suffering. If you don't know what we're talking about, then you really need to join the Discord because memes all day, memes all day.
Memes all day.
I went into it like really cocky, thinking like, I could beat him for sure. Like with my Cloud. He's still getting the hang of it, and this fool.
He murfed you.
He murfed me, dude. And it was like it was like I didn't expect him to do it because he hasn't been gutsy enough to do it. But I didn't take into account that he's been getting, taught by the master. So what had happened was I had knocked him. He had a lot of damage, and I had knocked him off. I knocked him off stage, and I jumped up to catch him as he was approaching, so I could do my my side B. That thing that I don't even know what it's called. It's like the something Omni Slash.
Yeah, Omni Slash.
I went to do the Omni Slash, and he freaking inhaled me and just sank and suicided me. It was the first stock, okay? And I had felt like I had a commanding lead, but he erased my lead instantaneously. And at first I was like, okay, no, it's okay, it's all right. And like him and Murph, I was like, oh, like, and him and Murph were like, all right, you gave it to him, Like,
No, hold on. This boy, right after I did that, this boy just stood on the recovery.
yeah, I did. I was silent.
He was just sitting there for a good, 30 seconds. Just wait. He was silent.
Yeah,
He
and
wasn't moving.
Boba moves, and he gets down, and he does that thing where Aditi lays down,
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there, and I was completely dead silent. I didn't say a word, and I was just standing there on the little light platform. And then they're like, oh shit, you gave it to him. Oh, he's salty. Oh, Boba's like, do you taste the salt? Do you taste it? Like, right. And then I freaking moved. I moved, and at this point, I'm like, no, it's okay. No, all right, okay, we're fine. I'll take that. I'll take it. It was good, right? And I'm thinking, oh no, I got this. Fucker beat me, man. I mean, it was close. It was a close match. But I had to fight really hard, and I ended up losing in the end. And I was like, damn, I gotta take him seriously now as DDD.
Well, from that day, I believe DDD is his highest in quick play right now.
He is definitely my highest.
He almost got him into elite. So be afraid. Be very afraid.
He has been watching Murph so intently, and Murph has just been like his freaking sensei.
He really
and
has.
teaching him all the secret moves. Dude, when he kamikazed me, dude, I was absolutely shocked, dude. I did not see that shit.
What's funny is after you had left for that night, that's when he started teaching me everything.
Yeah, but you had been doing it even before that.
No, what I'm saying is everything that I did is I have observed him without him saying anything to me.
Yeah, that was without him actually teaching him the tech. I played him. What was it? Yesterday we played, right?
Yeah.
I played him for a good 2 hours with the public coming in, and legit towards the end of the night I was like, oh, he's gonna beat me. I need to stop playing. I'm not gonna lose to this cheese, man. It's
dude,
not happening.
Dude, there was a Pikachu, rando Pikachu came into our group and was just wrecking me and Murph, right? And Murph wasn't going DDD.
Yeah, he was going his randoms.
Who was he doing random? I think he was on somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Jiggly.
I don't know. He wasn't Jigglypuff. No. He was playing somebody. No, he was not Jigglypuff. No.
When I came in, he was doing his random, so I would assume that he was doing that first. But
he might have been randoms. Yeah, he was doing randoms, and he was playing his Pikachu, and I was kind of like frustrated. I was like, "Damn it, Murph! Like, freaking like go DDD, wreck this bitch!" You know, because like I was like, defend S honor, come on, like this is some bullshit. Like, because I got wrecked by this Pikachu, dude, like really bad. Like, first of all, final destination. No, it was like a map that was on the Final Destination mode, you know, where there's like no platforms and shit, completely open, and she's Pikachu and I'm Cloud. It was like not only a bad matchup, but the freaking map, oh my god, she was fucking me up so bad. I don't know how somebody could move so fast as Pikachu, like peep, 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 like all over the place.
Oh, it's
right?
Horrible.
So I got wrecked so bad, right? And then Murph comes in and I'm like, before he even queues up, I'm like, oh, he's got this. And then freaking he's random. And I was like, damn it, Murph. So then Murph got wrecked. So then I'm after Bulba in the queue, right? So Bulba's fighting him, and I'm like, okay. Like I switched to Cloud. I was like, I got this shit because she's been lobbing the lightning bolts at me and shit, and I was ready. And he goes in and he's DDD, and I was like, okay, he's gonna take this L hard, and then I'll be up. He wrecked. I cannot tell you how bad he wrecked this fucking Pikachu. And the whole time, me and Murph were like schooling, like give him like swallow, and he swallowed, and he finished her off on a fucking kamikaze.
Yo,
it was the most epic thing, dude. And I was like, I was cheering him on like I was watching my kid at soccer practice. And he was like, I was like, yes! Because like, he defended my honor. But then I was like, oh shit, I didn't even get to play. And I freaking switched to freaking Fox for nothing. And then he wrecked me because I'm like super rusty with Fox. And then I didn't even get to play the Pikachu because the Pikachu like raged and left.
That's hell funny.
Oh yeah, she totally did.
She fucking left, man. Yeah.
I think the most upsetting thing about that night was there was that Ganon who joined and who wrecked all of us. Me, Murph, you, Boba, like all of us wrecked. And then I was like, all right, it's time for me to focus. And I sat forward, right? I legit like.
And then Gabe played the Ganon and then destroyed him?
No. I sat forward.
Different
Gabe wasn't in. I sat forward and I legit like did a 40% combo on him, maybe about 50. And you were like, I'm done. And you turned your Switch off. And I was like, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro. My bad. That was totally my bad, bro. I totally forgot I was the freaking... If I would have remembered that I had started that freaking arena, I would have sat there with... That's my bad, man. Real talk, that Ganon was being a bitch, though. So, like... It wasn't even worth your effort.
Boba and I played a pretty cheese-filled Ganon yesterday, and I was getting all salty. And Boba was like,
he joined the Discord.
Yeah, and Boba was like, he's all right. I like him. I was like, all right, whatever.
Who did Gabe play the other day? He went Ness and completely wrecked. It was the Pokemon trainer. It was the Pokemon trainer. Oh my god, he fucked this Pokemon trainer up so bad. And dude, this Pokemon trainer was legit like doing the same bull crap, like Squirtle, like do a little bit of damage, pull out Ivysaur, get you a little higher, and then whip out Charizard just to do the finishing move. And then completely wrecked me, right? And then freaking wrecked Bulba really bad. I think Bulba was Mewtwo, and then he was like, okay, screw this crap, and then he switched. I don't remember who he switched to, but he made a switch. You got wrecked as Mewtwo so bad, man. I was like, oh my god. And then Gabe came in, and Gabe went Ness, and I'm thinking like, oh, he's gonna do this stupid pick and fire shit. Remember that one time?
Yeah.
When he was like, I just want to hit him. I just want to hit him one time. But dude, you should have seen this motherfucker, dude. Like he was like this. He switched to Charizard because he was
his
so
third
angry,
eye open,
and he was like. He could not get out of the PK Fire. Like, the PK Fire was fucking everywhere. And it's like Charizard is a fire type, but it was fucking super effective, man. I'm telling you. This shit is crazy. He could not get out of it.
Charizard was like level 5, and Ness was 99.
Gimping him on the edge, ledge guarding with the PK Fire.
It was insane.
That's great.
Dude.
Shout out to our
great.
boy Gabe.
You put up a good fight. You did me proud. You beat his ass, and you defended Esk's honor.
Fun fact about Pokemon Trainer. That's a good segue. I played with him for a good long while yesterday, and fun fact is I used to play with him.
Double fun fact.
Yeah,
double fun fact.
I used to play with him like originally before Joker and Hero. Whenever he was my third Pocket character. Well, now I kind of liked how he felt, and so I picked him up, and I actually won a couple of matches in quick play. So I think I'm at like 4.5 GSP right now, million GSP right now with Pokemon Trainer. I kind of like how he feels. I really like how fast Squirtle is, and I just need to learn the Ivysaur combos better.
Dude, Squirtle is cheese, where he does that thing where he just juggles you off to the very edge of the freaking.
It's fantastic.
And he freaking kamikazes you. I hate that shit. And
it's
then
great. I killed. Oh, Boba.
Yeah, who did you take out?
It was Silver.
It was
shout
two cheeses. Yeah.
Shout out to Silver. I cheesed. I literally got. I think he was playing Cloud because Boba was playing Cloud, and
yeah,
we all three
I'm
played
picking up
Cloud. Silver beat my Cloud, and then I was like, "No, it's time to pull out my true main." Like, just clearly joking. When I got Pokemon Trainer, I legit. He went to recover with the up B, and he came down instead of just going up. And I hit him with the water gun and pushed him out so he couldn't recover. So I killed him once with that. And then his last stock, I was Charizard, and I was sitting at the edge with the flamethrower. And I guess the flames hit him enough to where it gimped his recovery again. So I killed him with water gun and flamethrower for 2 stocks. It was great. But
as a Cloud main, you disgust me.
That was great. I can't wait to play your Cloud with my Pokemon Trainer. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, S, we still need to do our Cloud Ditto because, I'm picking him up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll still wreck you with him.
Ooh.
You sure?
I'm 100% positive.
How much are you willing to make
how
it?
positive?
Gob.
I'm pay me back for that game that I just bought you positive.
Ooh.
So what, $25?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet.
Ha.
So
Anyway.
I don't know if it's real or not.
Hashtag y'all should go on. Be surprised if it gets there by Friday. Hashtag y'all should go on Amazon, and if you have a PlayStation 4, pick up Overwatch so you can play with me and Bulba, because we about to play this game. Shout out to my buddy Icarus, by the way, in the Discord, who's been playing Overwatch with me. We have been going on 2 nights of win streaks where we just wrecked shit and ranked, and we've been climbing ranked. And probably going to hit Diamond. So, yeah.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
B.
Well, yeah, real quick, tournament corner. Go ahead, Ask.
Time to talk about how much you guys suck, because I don't play.
Well, Bulba didn't enter this week. It was just me. And I did it for our tournament corner.
How'd you do?
I went 2-2. Respectable. One of the people that I lost to was... Oh gosh, off the top of my head, I can't remember his character right now. But he legit was like, "Oh, bro, that was such a good set. Like your Toon Link is awesome. Like whatever." I was like, "Oh, that made me feel good."
Stroking your ego.
But yeah, because with my losses, I didn't outright lose. I took 1 game out of the set, so it's getting more competitive now that a lot of more of the casual people are falling off of the game. So. They're not entering tournaments as much and all that. So I went 2-2. So I felt better than going 0-2.
So basically, all the noobs like Esk got destroyed so bad that they've been discouraged and don't attend the tournament.
I mean, are you joining tournaments?
I'm one of the noobs.
Yes, you are one of the noobs. So
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so you're
not. But don't worry. Once Banjo comes out, I'm going to put so much time into that little shit that I will no longer be one of the noobs, and I'm going to go to these tournaments and participate in the JWT, and we're going to go to Quickly, and I'm going to get that fire-ass boba, and I'm going to wreck shit with Banjo, bro. It's going to happen.
Well, we'll see.
Boba's grass. Why would you say fire? That's rude.
I like that joke. That was a good dad joke. Anyway, speaking of our boy Gabe,
are dad jokes Pokemon jokes now? Are we at? We're there now. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
Yep, we sure are. Moving on. So, moving on to our email section when we get emails.
Mail time.
Oh, Blue's Clues is coming back.
Mail time.
Forgot about that.
Mail, it never fails. It makes me. No, we're not gonna do it. Fuck it.
Wow, he actually knows it.
He does.
Oh my lord.
Bye.
Look,
So,
my little brother was around when Blue's Clues was out. So,
I have no shame. I
That
watched
doesn't
Blue's
mean
Clues.
That doesn't mean you should remember it in this age.
I don't
Dude,
remember the song, but I watched Blue's Clues.
Do you remember songs
watched
that
it.
you listened to on the radio? Because that's basically what it was. It's just something you heard a billion times and you're never gonna forget it.
I know. Like, if you started singing it, like, to a point, like, I could probably add some lyrics here and there, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, but I don't know the
full
whole
This is
blown.
Gathering of Bros, not Gathering of the Blues Clues lovers. Okay, let's move on.
So, shout out to our boy Gabe. He sent an email. This is for you, Esk. Esk's request. Here are 2 sentences. I don't suck. Because you told him he sucked.
You don't suck, Gabe. Thank you for sending 2 sentences. Let's go for 3 next time, baby. Let's do it.
Okay, so we actually have he sent another one.
Shit!
This is email number 2.
One-upping slacker. Let's go.
And
So technically, this is his third sentence.
this is now his third sentence. Yes. His question: what real life job would you pick for your favorite anime / cartoon character, and why? Good question.
That's like a deep philosophical question.
I think I got one.
Go for it. Give me time to think.
I hate to cop out on this, but I'm gonna do it. For those of you like my buddy Slacker Monkey in the Discord who enjoy One Piece, there is a member of the One Piece crew whose name is Sanji. He is the chef of the One Piece crew, and he makes some fire-ass food. And
How would you know?
should he? Because
Of
Luffy
the reactions of
shit
the
out
other
that.
characters, duh.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
Duh.
And it's dubbed, so they audibly in English say so. Gosh. I would
Yeah,
want
but do you
Sanji
believe
to be.
everything
I would.
that people
I would want. You know, motherfucker. I would want Sanji.
Whoa. Yes, technically, but that's rude.
I would want Sanji to be a chef, and I would want to try his food in real life because dude has got skills to pay the bill. So, yeah, it's kind of a cop out because it's kind of what he is in the show. But I mean, he's good at what he does.
Boba, you got anything off the top of your head?
Let's see. I would say Sonic, and I would probably give him the job of either personal trainer or mailman.
I respect that.
Can
Mailman?
you respect that?
Yeah, you know what though? As mailman, because I have a family member who works as a mailman, and I got to know a little bit about that. I would say that he probably wouldn't want to be a mailman because if he ends up finishing his job quickly, he will get everybody else's job, and then there would just be lazy mailmen. So he probably wouldn't want that job.
He won't care. He's fast.
True. I guess it keeps him busy and something to do.
Exactly, and he can have as many chili dogs as he wants.
Favorite anime or cartoon character? That's a tough one for me. I've watched a lot of cartoons and a lot of anime.
I mean, Sanji's not my absolute favorite, but he's definitely.
I mean, go for round 2 then. Give your favorite cartoon or anime.
He needs more time. He needs more time. Okay, all right. Damn it. I'm gonna say Izuku Midoriya. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
He's also in my top 5. Sanji and Izuku Midoriya. So Deku from My Hero Academia. If I had to pick a average, ordinary career for this guy, I would want him to be. Let's see. So, okay, you know how he wants to be a hero, but he doesn't have like the power.
Right.
but it's like his dream and he wants it so bad. I want him to like put that passion into being a barista. And I want him to just like
That's good.
I want him to aspire to be the
best
greatest barista. Yeah, and like to work at it, and like I want montages of him like learning how to like do the foam and like do the little designs and shit, and I want to try one of his drinks and have it be like his signature drink called the Deku, and just yeah.
That was creative AF. I appreciate that. All right, well, I mean, I have one. It's probably not that good, but Gohan from Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z / Dragon Ball Super /
Easily your favorite character. Easily.
He's definitely one of my favorites. And I would say a real life job, I would probably pick like something like a therapist. And the reason I would think that is, is because he's very like well studied. wait. He's very well
adjusted.
Adjusted to his feelings.
You don't know what well adjusted means? It just means he's got his shit together.
Okay, I mean, yes. I was gonna say the funny thing was I was gonna say that he seems very in tune with his feelings, and he would be someone that is well studied, so he's smart, and seems like he would be able to, I don't know.
So yeah, Gohan's not a man's man. He's kind of a bitch, which would make him a great therapist.
So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
Completely, I think he would be.
Here's the thing, though. Gohan is one of my favorite characters. However, even I can agree that he has gotten the shit end of the stick in storytelling and just pushed to the side, and literally is now considered by most Dragon Ball fans
a side character.
So, yes, a side character. So,
he's basically Krillin that just happens to be related.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's not that low, but he's pretty.
He's pretty close. He's pretty close.
Is he Yamcha low?
He's definitely Yamcha low.
Literally was touted as like having the hidden power that was like stronger than even Goku, and now he's just kind of like that guy that doesn't even turn Super Saiyan anymore.
However, are you caught up? Are you caught up in Super Dragon Ball Super?
I'm literally like 4 or 5 episodes away from finishing.
Okay, then you saw
the thing that like Gohan. So Gohan just got pushed out. Frieza. Oh, you know what? The last thing that just happened was activated his freaking destroyer powers, and the whole time I was like, "What the?
You mean
fuck?"
Jiren?
I mean, no, top.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's not a destroyer. What's wrong with you?
I'm tripping balls. Yeah. Yeah, he's been. I feel like that's kind of cheating, by the way. Like you let the guy who's being groomed to be a fucking destroyer into the tournament. Come on, that's some bullshit. But
hey, the universe was gonna be destroyed, bro. You bring out all of your stops. I mean, you let
that's like
Goku
it's basically like letting the
join.
destroyers enter.
Yeah, but Goku and Vegeta join, and they have the power to rival God. So what's the difference?
No, they can't. No, dude. Realistically, they cannot. They cannot unless he's in his Ultra Instinct. They cannot freak. And that was a fluke that happened in the middle of the tournament.
Well, yeah,
they cannot be Beerus.
No, but they didn't know. Plus, there was this whole like arc side thing that would happen where he was talking about doing Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and how he like was saving it for Beerus, and Beerus kind of like looked a little like, oh, what? He's saving that for me, like kind of making it look like he was sweating, you know. So there's that whole thing. So no, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Anyway, I think that was our anime talk for
that kind of was our.
I think so.
Yeah. So, that's the show. That is the Gathering of Bros. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today for the G.O.B. You can catch us on Twitter at Gathering of Bros. Same place where we like to hang out on Twitter at Gathering of Bros. You can find the link to our Discord server where you can chat with us, play games, just overall have an awesome time and hang out with us in the description wherever you are listening to our show. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to say, you guys suck, please don't do that. But if that's all you have to say, I mean, I guess we'll take it.
Maybe just say S sucks, then that's about it.
I mean, if that's how you feel, I mean,
WST, my boy, WST.
This is a safe space here, guys. This is a safe space. Anyways, yeah, you can let us know at gatheringofbros@gmail.com. That's gatheringofbros@gmail.com. We really appreciate any and all feedback. Shout out to Gabe for sending us not one, but 2 emails totaling, what was it, 3 sentences total?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
let's go for 4, buddy. You could do it. I know you can, little buddy. So yeah, let's do it. Thanks, Gabe. Really appreciate you engaging with us. Again, shout out to Slacker for another awesome member of our Discord who sent us an email. We really appreciated the pets question last time. That was a lot of fun to answer. As you probably could tell, like, we really enjoyed our fish and dogs and other pets. Like, we like talking about them. So, not the cats. Fuck the cats. We are now on Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and we have a channel for all the different ways you can check us out and watch our content or listen to our. I guess that's been fun. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys. We'll see you next week for the gathering. Again, sorry for the erratic schedule, but we're busy people. We're busy people. So, thanks again for the bros. Peace out and stay gold.
Peace out.
Better shake, rattlesnake.
Can I just get you one time? Just one time to say out? One time?
No.
Damn it.